There you are. It's about time you got here. Where have you been? I've been waiting for you to arrive for days now. Hold on. Are you all they sent? Didn't the tribunal send you? Well, no matter. I'm just glad you're here. This is Circa Mora, the Cirque. The Lotus Plague reached us right before the Malborn arrived. They claim they're here to help, but I don't trust them. In all the confusion, I'm embarrassed to admit that I lost track of my brother, Dethisum. He's the town consul. Yesterday he went to check on the townsfolk afflicted by the plague, but he's disappeared. Can you help me find my brother? Someone in town must know what happened to Dethisum. He loves to visit and chat with all of our neighbors. Come on. The sooner we find my brother, the sooner I can start thinking about dealing with the plague. By the three, this place smells terrible.
Oh, look at me. I'm a terrible mess. You really must excuse my dreadful appearance. I haven't been feeling very well lately. By the way, you haven't seen Nostrum Breva, have you? She promised to bring me more of the Malborn curative. Dethisum, the town consul? Such a nice young man. Why, I do recall that he came to see me yesterday. He said he had other townsfolk to check on, but that he would bring me a curative as soon as he could. The curative? Remarkable stuff. Tastes awful, but wipes the plague right out of your system. One of those delightful Malborn gave me one a few days ago. Nostrum Breva, she called herself. But I think I need another dosage. I may be ill and bedraggled, but I still...
Uncle, are you all right? You look so pale. No wonder my brother wouldn't let me come by to visit.
Don't worry about me. I'll be back on my feet in no time. But what about you? Your brother said that neither of you had taken the curative yet.
Uncle, I'm not sure about these Malborn, and their curative sounds too good to be true, but don't worry about me. Just take care of yourself.
I see Arona has conscripted a new soldier into her private army. Is Dethisum missing? He was by yesterday. My niece's visit was more than enough. I feel...
Grell, are you in here? By the... Grell, please! We're your friends! Poor Grell. What in Oblivion's name happened to him? Let's get out of here. The sicker people get, the more incoherent they become, and now it looks like the rumors are true. The Lotus Plague does turn people into monsters. I don't think we're ever going to find my brother. The quarantine? I guess it makes sense that Dethisum would want to go see what the Malborn are doing in there. And I've yet to see any evidence that the curative works. All right. If you want to go to the quarantine, I'll go with you. The sicker people, the Mulborns set up the quarantine around the old graveyard. Dethesan provided them with the old graveyard key when they... Look, it's just like I told you. The Mulborn are using the Hey! What are you idiots doing? Do we look like plague husks to you? Did you see that? They attacked us. And for no good reason. Let's find the key and see what the Mulborn are hiding in there.
You have to open... What are they up to in there? And why won't they let me get a look at their curative? Oh, sorry. I didn't see you standing there through the haze of my indignation. Can I help you? No, wait. You can help me. I'm the town alchemist, and I want to get a sample of the Mulborn curative. They refused to give me any. Proprietary formula, they said. Well, I want to figure out what's in this miracle elixir. I don't trust anything labeled proprietary. Do you always skip ahead in the story? No one has an iota of patience anymore. But yes, I need a few bottles of the curative. I'm sure you'll be able to find some inside the quarantine. Then we'll see what's in this proprietary formula. Just watch your step in there. I don't...
By the three.
Don't come any
This place
closer.
chills me to the
I don't
bones.
want you to get the
Let's
plague.
find my brother
I'm waiting
and
for
get
my
out of
next
here.
dosage of curative. 1 or 2 more doses, and I expect to be back on my feet in no time.
Dethesan, my brother, what happened to you? By the three, I fear the plague consumes you, brother.
Arona, What are you doing here? It's not safe.
The Maulborn attacked us, and the afflicted are turning into plague husks. Oh, Defeasum, this is dreadful.
The leader of these Maulborn, Nostrum Breva, has been conducting experiments in the nearby chambers. Maybe something in there will shed light upon what they're hoping to accomplish.
I'll stay here with my brother. Can you look around the other chambers?
The Maulborn are behind this somehow, I know it. Please, find more evidence that ties the Maulborn to this plague. The Maulborn are behind this. The Maulborn are behind this somehow, I know it.
Flank, now! Move!
The low-dose plague. I have no idea why. But it's clear to me that the Molborn curative is actually the source of the disease. Whatever they're planning, you have to stop them. That's not important. Get my sister out of here and stop the Molborn. Destroy the so-called curative and put an end to that mad woman, Nostrum Breva. Then convince her. I'm too far gone. I don't want to become one of those things and hurt my sister. Besides, she's a Redoran. You are as hard-headed and stubborn as my sister.
Dethisum, you swit! We're not leaving without you.
I hope you know what you're doing. I could become a plague husk at any moment.
My decision is final. Besides, you're sick, and your judgment can't be trusted. I'll get us out of here while our friend deals with the Molborn.
All right, we're done here. Pack everything up. We need to regroup with the other Molborn cadres and deliver this plague to the rest of Deshan. Be careful with that! You can't stop the Molborn, you fool! We are the cleansing fire that burns across Morrowind!
Were you able to acquire any samples of the Molborn curative? I'm really curious to see what the elixir is made of. I've been watching the townsfolk who received the curative and came to the same conclusion. But I'll be able to tell for sure after I analyze the elixir. Take this. It isn't much, but I'm sure you didn't have too much trouble in there. Thanks for your help. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some alchemical wizardry to perform.
Glad to see you managed to make it out of the quarantine too. Does that mean those Mulborn fetchers have been dealt with? Not well. Alchemist Naline fancies herself something of a healer, and she's been working with Dethisum and the other afflicted. Hopefully she'll devise a treatment for them soon. Some. She seems confident, at least. But what do I know of drafts and elixirs? But tell me, do you think the Mulborn pose a threat to the rest of Deshawn? That's what I'm thinking as well. But maybe your efforts were enough to put an end to all that. For now, at least, the Cirque is safe. Take this as a thank you for helping us. The Mulborn have been dealt with, but I could use a little more of your help if you don't mind. It's my brother. He's still ill and his condition has taken a turn for the worse. Naline is working to develop some kind of treatment, but she could use your assistance. She can't work at her alchemy table and also gather the components she needs. Talk to Naline. Let her know I ask you to assist her. She can be a little aloof, but she'll tell you what she needs you to do.
Yes? It's nice to see you again, of course, but I am kind of in the middle of something here. Did she? Well, I suppose I do. There are a few additives I require, but I need Kind's Heart healing herbs, sour milk tea, and dragon scale mushrooms.
It's times like these when I wish I had more help around here. Is there something I can get you? Well, I might have some around here someplace, but Kind's Heart is very rare and valuable. I can make a fair bit of gold if I hold out for the right price. What? Why didn't you say so? I owe Dethisum more than I could ever repay. Plus, he's always been a good customer. Please, take this. It's all I have left.
Have any beds become available? My lord is terribly ill and needs to rest.
The situation is the same as it was the last time you inquired. You're welcome to remain here, or feel free to move into the next hall for a hot meal and a cool drink.
Don't worry, my lord. I'll make sure you get a dose of the curative. Have any beds become available? My lord is terribly ill and needs to rest.
The situation is the same as it was the last time you inquired. You're welcome to remain here, or feel free to move into the next hall for a hot meal and a cool drink.
Don't worry, my lord. I'll make sure you get a dose of the curative. Have any beds become available? My lord is terribly ill and needs to rest.
The situation is the same as it was the last time you inquired. You're welcome to remain here, or feel free to move into the next hall for a hot meal and a cool drink.
Don't worry, my lord. I'll make sure you get a dose of the curative. Have any beds become available? My lord is terribly ill and needs to rest.
The situation is the same as it was the last time you inquired. You're welcome to remain here, or feel free to move into the next hall for a hot meal and a cool drink.
Don't worry, my lord. I'll make sure you get a dose of the curative. Have any beds become available? My lord is terribly ill and needs to rest.
The situation is the same as it was the last time you inquired. You're welcome to remain here, or feel free to move into the next hall for a hot meal and a cool drink.
Don't worry, my lord. I'll make sure you get a dose of the curative. Have any beds become available? My lord is terribly ill and needs to rest.
The situation is the same as it was the last time you inquired. You're welcome to remain here, or feel free to move into the next hall for a hot meal and a cool drink.
Don't worry, my lord. I'll make sure you get a dose of the curative.
Only the finest merchandise. Where did you go to get those ingredients? Windhelm? No matter, you're here now. Were you able to acquire everything on my list? Healing herbs, dragon scale mushrooms, sour milk tea. Yes, it's all here. I need to stay here and monitor my patient's condition. Go over to the alchemy table and mix those ingredients together, please. You did it? Well done. I never doubted you for an instant. Now, let me have the mixture, if you please. This appears to be perfect. I truly am impressed. Now we'll see what happens and leave the rest in the tribunal's hands. Our friend has done well. I'm not sure this will cure the plague, but it should at least slow down its progress. All right, that's it. Visiting time is over. Everyone out and let my patient rest.
You heard the lady. Let's go wait outside.
Please, Mother Morrowind, please help Detheesum get well.
Nilene knows what she's
I don't know how to thank you. Without your help, the Maulborn would have destroyed the Cirque. I know. His fate is in the Three's hands now, but he certainly has a fighting chance thanks to you. Here, take this. There's no way I can truly repay you for what you've done for the Cirque, but it's a start.
I'm happy to say that the suppressant works. It's not a cure, but it should buy me the time I need to find a way to...
So the Maulborn lied to everyone. I figured as much. This doesn't bode well for Narcissus, though. Narcissus sent me to investigate quarantined Cirque. Now that I know a mad cult is poisoning our people, I'm even more concerned. The Maulborn are a menace. They're appearing all across Deshan. Even Narcissus is in danger. I need to stay here and finish my investigation. If you're heading south, would you carry a message to guard Verilu at Narcissus? She needs to know what happened here.
I've lost everything.
When are the guards going to do something about our missing people?
I assure you, we're doing everything we can. We're stretched thin as it is, but...
Excuses! When your family disappears, what excuse will you use then? I'll find them myself. Just stay out of my way.
Orcs to the south, mercenaries camped outside by the lake, and now people are missing. I'm not sure how much more we can take. You don't know the half of it. It's the damned Lodos plague. People are scared. Many have already fled Narcissus to avoid getting sick. Of course, that's not what the remaining villagers believe. They think their families were stolen in the middle of the night. I've heard everything from a plot by the house leaders to elf-eating Bane King roaming the countryside. The Kin House is looking into it. Speak to whoever you want. The Kin House is more concerned with the coming plague than searching...
I understand. Did you come from the Cirque? We sent a guard over there to check on some disturbing rumors we've been hearing. This confirms it. The Maulborn need to be wiped out. Thanks for bringing this news, Traveler. I'll inform the house leaders at once.
I beg of you.
I've got what you need.
I told you, we're leaving this forsaken place. I'd rather... Wait. You're not my husband. What do you want? Narcissus isn't safe, stranger. Not that House Lalu cares. Do the guards search for our missing people? No, because the house councillors don't tell them to. I'm not going to become a victim. That's why I'm leaving. No one does anything in Narcissus if the Kin House doesn't command it. It's that large building over there. You can't miss it. Be careful, outsider. They might decide you're sick. Plague this, plague that. It's their only concern lately.
How do you fight something you can't see? It isn't fair. I can't cut the throat of the plague. I can't smash its bones. I can only wait until it fills me with its blackness and takes my life bit by bit. My wife has disappeared, but the guards refuse to act.
How terrible. My ancestor fingers lost her existence.
Never should have left these much. They try, but the solution eludes them. We'll slow...
And that's why we should seal the city. We can't allow more afflicted into Narcissus.
That makes perfect sense, old friend. But we can't cut ourselves off from the outside world.
If you truly care about our...
I'm sorry you had to witness that. My friend shows great concern for Narcissus, sometimes greater than my own. What can I do for you? You'd think the entire town had disappeared the way everyone carries on. People are missing, but Giran has guards looking into the matter. For all we know, they fled to avoid the Lotus Plague. Very little. No one has actually seen any of these people leave Narcissus, and we don't have enough guards to follow up on every lead. I usually don't hire mercenaries, but these are desperate times. If you can prove these claims aren't just fearful delusions, report back to me immediately. You'll be rewarded.
He'd be so stupid. I told him where to deliver the shipment, but he thinks he knows everything. How could he be so stupid? Nothing at all, don't mind me. He's an important person in Narcissus. A writer. Writes all day, writes all night. How would I know? I sweep, I dump.
Selling! Trading!
Just a coin or two?
Where's my husband? By Vivek's beard, if he's drunken, everyone knows my husband. Evis, if he hasn't borrowed, he ships our goods. He mentioned something about a botched delivery that he had to... That would be a big help. I'm sure he's sleeping it off in one of the nearby houses.
Please, I've told you everything I know.
One more lie and I make you stop talking. Permanently. Understand?
Listen, you need to let me out of here. Don't tell anyone, and I'll make sure that you get rewarded. Just let me and my wife leave for Mournhold.
I swear, I can't seem to finish a job without you showing up to complicate matters. Oh, just give me a moment, would you? I'm right in the middle of something here. You're interrupting my interrogation, that's what. And just as I was about to get to my favorite part. I have no quarrel with you. Not yet. So go away. Listen to me closely. You and I are on the same side here. I've been hired to track down the origins of the Lodos Plague. That doesn't matter. We've linked strange shipments to this courier. He refuses to talk, but I've never met a man I couldn't break. Take this letter to Councillor Ralden. It explains how vials of the plague were shipped into Narcissus.
Have you seen my damned apprentice? The boy's later than usual today. With my luck, he's probably gone off and gotten the plague. I wouldn't worry about it. I whipped him for messing up our shipments, and he's probably off sulking. The boy claims it wasn't his fault that we received the wrong crates. Like I believe that. He needs to pay better attention. They're stacked on the other side of the shed. Damn kids broke into them during the night, took whatever was in them and ran. If you want to pick through the broken crates, be my guest.
You're looking into matters that don't concern you, outsider. You're back. I hope you're here to tell me that my people are just imagining things and everything is fine. What's this? Notes? A journal attacked? Slow down. I've never heard of Vox. And the thought of someone smuggling Lotus Plague into Narcissus frightens me greatly. But where are the missing people? This news is very disturbing. I'm at a loss. People disappear into thin air and someone brought a plague into Narcissus? That terrifies me. How could they even accomplish this without our notice? I need to seal the city. No one gets in or out. I won't let any more of our people vanish. Will you perform one more task for us? To facilitate your mission, the guards have been informed that you may come and go as you please. Find Giron Sadri. He's upstairs. He needs to know what you discovered. Do whatever he asks. I need to speak to the guards and prepare to seal Narcissus.
So, half of Narcissus must vanish and plague must threaten the city? Of course he did. The Maulborn are obviously involved. I suggest you slice a path through their camps by...
Don't give up, do you? Before you ask, yes, I've been following you. No, I have nothing to do with the missing people or the plague, and no, I'm not here to fight you. There, it's out of the way. Feel better? Now let's talk about why Giron wants you dead. Of course he did. Sending an overconfident outsider into camps full of Malborn certainly sounds like a day at the fair. And if they killed you, you'd never find out that he brought the plague to Narcissus, would you? I've been watching Narcissus for weeks. We even have an agent inside the kin house. Anything that enters or leaves Narcissus is tracked, and those broken crates had Giron's name written all over them. The question is, why? What have you discovered? This doesn't look good. There must be a reason why Giron wanted Narcissus sealed and why he wanted you dead. Get back there and find out. The organization I belong to does two things. Finds targets and eliminates targets. My target happens to be connected to the Lodos plague. Our goals overlap. Let's leave it at that. Not your concern. Just remember what I told you. We're on the same side. And don't get yourself killed, hero. Narcissus needs you. Sorry, we don't know each other well enough.
Throw aside the pawns, my knight, until one day you are taken unawares. May your soul burn.
can't keep us here, Raleigh. The guard has no right.
You're back. We need to talk. Ralden isn't here. He and Giron left some time ago. And Giron... Let's just say I'm well informed. I've suspected the connection for a while. I don't know. I only know what the reports tell me. Giron probably took... Narcissus is sealed. Villagers are missing. Crates of Lodos plague arrive in the night. Now you discover the plague intensifies when it festers inside a corpse. Makes you wonder about Giron's plan, doesn't it? Reports tell me that a group of villagers have decided to take matters into their own hands. I don't condone their actions, but they might have information. Find the Argonian called Slips Through Fingers. She can lead you to them. I have a feeling she's going to want your help. Tales of your exploits already spread through Narcissus.
Why do I always drop things when I'm in a hurry? Keep your voice down and act like you're helping me. I can't go into details, not here. But don't ask questions, just listen. We know where our people are being... Not here. Just look in the pack.
Why did the guards allow them to camp so close to town? God, worthless, the lot of them.
House Hlalu wants us to believe that our friends and family left Narcissus without saying a word, but we have proof that they were abducted. And what does Hlalu do? Nothing. They seal Narcissus and refuse to let us act. No more waiting. We'll save them ourselves. We'll bring the abducted villagers home.
You found us. I apologize for my earlier abruptness. We heard you confirm that our people were taken. We're tired of waiting for House Hlalu to act. We know where our people are being held. But I watched the Malborn abduct my egg sister. I doubt the guards will try to restrain you. You can come and go as you please. Speak to Madras. Let him tell you our plan. You must help us. I need my egg sister back.
You must be the one Slips told us about. She said an outsider was hired to find our people. That's a strange thing for an outsider to do, even for Hlalu Gold. What are you really up to? So that's it. Hlalu's leader disappears and they finally decide to take action. I don't give a damn about Councillor Ralden. I just want our people back. Act. We'll get weapons, ignore the lockdown and rescue our people. I don't want to fight them. They have their orders. I know this isn't an easy decision, especially for someone who has no stake in this. But I have to know if you're going to help us. We could use someone with your skills. we're going to rescue our families or die trying. I don't trust you, outsider. We'll deal with this ourselves. Leave us. Run back to your housemasters and stay out of our way.
How did you get in there? Madras doesn't let just anyone attend his secret meetings. Wait, you're the outsider working for Councillor Ralden. Please tell me you haven't bought into Madras's foolishness. I've been passing information to him. My mother vanished, but I have my orders. So, I've been hoping Madras... What? You need to find the missing villagers and get them to safety before Madras leads this group to its doom. I'll find out where Madras thinks they are. But first, you have to help me slow Madras down. Cause a distraction. See the... You help me to... Little switch.